Hi, folks. Welcome back to Crisco's Corner. Oh, boy, things that just make you sigh. Biden mom on Hunter Biden's emails alleged knowledge of son's overseas business dealings. Biden's campaign has hit back at the New York Post report in the emails, but the former vice president has yet to address the matter. Hit back on what? Now Adam Schiff is saying they're coming from the Kremlin, even though there's absolutely zero evidence of it. Let's read the story. Democrat presidential nominee Joe Biden has remained mum on questions about his knowledge of his son's overseas business dealings, which were discussed in a series of emails purportedly found in a laptop belonging to his son. My understanding is they have confirmed that it was Hunter Biden's laptop, and the people that are on the CC list of the emails confirmed that they were actually genuine and real. So if this is some kind of Russian hoax, it's the best hoax in the history of the world. The New York Post last week published the controversial emails, which were later obtained by Fox News, related to Hunter Biden's work with Ukrainian natural gas firm Burisma Holdings, as well as his work with a Chinese energy firm. That's where I have a problem. That stuff with Ukraine is sleazy, to be sure, but I'll tell you why. It doesn't hurt the American people. And I think if there was deals made with Chinese firms, the quid pro quo after Vice President Biden was vice president, that the money started coming in after the fact, laundered through, God knows what, because they have great attorneys and great tax attorneys. I hope it's not true, but it looks really, really, really bad. The evidence is practically overwhelming, and we've only got part of it already. While the Biden campaign has hit back in the New York Times report, the former vice president himself has not given a substantial answer to the emails. Biden over the weekend was asked by the Post report about the Post report by a CBS News reporter, to which he replied, "I have no response, just another smear campaign." Now, he's the only non-Fox mainstream media reporter to ask him on camera in front of people. I'll be wondering how long this young man will be working. It's really sad. He get fired for asking questions that are just incredibly relevant. One email dated May 2017 obtained by Fox includes a discussion of remuneration packages for 6 people in a business deal with a Chinese energy firm. Oh, boy. The email appeared to identify Hunter Biden as chair or vice chair, depending on an agreement with the CEFC and an apparent reference to now bankrupt CEFC China Energy Company. Well, we all know that all businesses in China are run by and owned by and operated by the Chinese government. You might as well say it's the same. The email includes a note that Hunter has some office expectations. He will elaborate. Proposed equity split, 20 for H. The people assume that's Hunter. 10 held by H for the big guy, with no further details. Oh, boy. I hope it looks really, really bad. You know, I'm a former Democrat. I'm in my 60s. I remember Joe Biden many years ago. I always thought he was like the goofy uncle, the doofy uncle that was harmless, that didn't hurt anybody and just went along. Oh, gosh. While Biden has not commented on that email or his alleged involvement in any deals with a Chinese energy firm, his campaign said it released the former vice president's tax documents and returns, which show no involvement with Chinese investments. Well, of course they wouldn't. That's no big deal. That's not shocking news. Fox News also obtained an email last week that revealed an advisor of the Ukrainian natural gas firm Burisma Holdings wrote an email to Hunter Biden on May 12th requesting advice on how he could use his influence to convey a message to stop what the company considers as politically motivated actions. We've been over this stuff with about Burisma for a long time, so you can just stop the video and read the rest of this, but dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to D.C. Give me an opportunity to meet with your father and spend some time together. It's really an honor and a pleasure, the email read. But Biden campaign spokesman Andrew Bates last week hit back against the New York Post, saying investigations by the press during impeachment and even by 2 Republican-led Senate committees whose work was decried as not legitimate and political by a GOP colleague all have reached the same conclusion, that Joe Biden carried out official U.S. policy toward Ukraine and engaged in no wrongdoing. Trump administration officials have attested to those facts under oath. Well, sure. That was before all this evidence came out. It's sad. It's sad. The Biden campaign also told Fox News Sunday that the former vice president never had a meeting with Polsowski. Biden, part of the email servicing, repeatedly has claimed he has never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings. That I find a little iffy. I'm a father myself. My son's in his 30s. If he was making that kind of money through those companies and I was the vice president or former vice president, I would have known. But here's the part where it starts getting really, really crazy. Meanwhile, the Post reported Wednesday the emails are part of a trove of data recovered from a laptop that was dropped off at a repair shop in Delaware in April 2019. Now, my understanding, it's been confirmed. It was Hunter Biden. He did sign for it. And everybody, a lot of people on the CC, I should say everybody, a lot of people on the CC list have confirmed that those legitimate emails, they were sent from Hunter Biden. The Post reported that other material turned up on the laptop, and they go on about drug stuff and nudity. I don't really think that's important. That's personal stuff. We're talking about the country, not his personal F-ups. The FBI reportedly seized the computer and hard drive in December 2019, which is very, very troubling. 10 months? And if they were investigating it, why don't they come to any conclusions in 10 months? This stinks to high heaven. Is the rot that deep in our intelligence and FBI agencies, and is it really that bad? Are they really that scared of Donald Trump? Not scared of him. They're scared of what he might do and expose all this stuff. I mean, I remember when there were CIA people involved in Watergate. I was a teenager, and it was just horrendous. It was horrendous stuff. But this is 50 times worse. This is Watergate times 10. And the people that are listening, a lot of them are younger. They don't always read about it in history books. I remember watching it every night on TV. Oh, gosh. The shop owner, though, said he made a copy of the hard drive and later gave it to former Mayor Rudy Giuliani's lawyer, Robert Costello. The Post reported the FBI referred questions about the hard drive and laptop to the U.S. Delaware Attorney's Office, where a spokesman told the outlet that the office can neither nor confirm or deny the existence of an investigation, which is a standard answer. They don't tell you anything. A lawyer for Hunter Biden did not comment on specifics, but instead told the Post that Giuliani had been pushing widely discredited conspiracy theories about the Biden family, openly relying on actors tied to Russian intelligence. It's nonsense. Giuliani did not respond to Fox News' request for comment. And here's where they put a lid on this morning. Today's Monday. They put a lid on it through Thursday, which means the president will not, the former vice president will not be talking to any members of the press. 2 weeks left, 4 full days until Thursday night of the debate. Come on. As Joe says, come on, man. Former vice president is not expected to host or attend any events until Thursday, the date of the final presidential debate, where President Trump is expected to bring up allegations stemming from the emails. If Christian Walker, the moderator, doesn't bring it up, I think it's a pretty safe to assume the president will. Trump campaign senior advisor Jason Miller said Monday on Fox Business. Mornings with Maria. Maria's great. I love her. Again, these are real simple questions. Here's the other thing. This debate was supposed to be about foreign policy, right up this scandal's alley. And they took foreign policy off the agenda for the debate. This stinks. Even if you hate Trump's guts, they shouldn't have this kind of power. The media, the intelligence agencies, they shouldn't be able to pick who the president is. The American people should, based on the truth. Meanwhile, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff, for you Italians out there, every time I say his name, I get agita. Over the weekend, described the emails as being part of a smear coming from the Kremlin. It is not. It's nonsense. We know this whole smear on Joe Biden comes from the Kremlin, Schiff said. On CNN, of all places. There's a shocker. I don't even know if I can read on, but I will. That's been clear for well over a year now. We've been pushing this false narrative about the vice president and his son. Nonsense. Here's the part that should matter. Here's the only part that should matter. Let me be clear. This is John Ratcliffe, Director of National Intelligence, on Monday, said Hunter Biden's laptop is not part of some Russian disinformation campaign. He is Director of National Intelligence. He also said, let me be clear, and I quote, the intelligence community doesn't believe that because there is no intelligence that supports it. Why didn't they investigate that there was a foreign connection, i.e. Russian? Because there isn't any. There's nothing to investigate. Ratcliffe said, we have shared no intelligence with Adam Schiff or any members of Congress. Why? Because there isn't any. Ratcliffe went on to say it's simply not true that a laptop is in the jurisdiction, went on to say that it's simply not true and that the laptop is in the jurisdiction of the FBI because there's nothing to check. The FBI does not do foreign investigations. The FBI has possession of this, he said, without commenting on any investigation that he may or not have. Their investigation is not centered around Russian disinformation, and the intelligence aid community is not playing a role in respect to that. You can't get any clearer than that. There's nothing to tell the Congressional Intelligence Committee because there's no foreign entanglement. This is all local stuff that the Bidens effed up. He added the intelligence community has not been involved in Hunter Biden's laptop. That means there's no intelligence community can investigate if there's nothing there. Senior Trump administration official, however, told Fox News that the FBI was not investigating the emails as Russian disinformation because it isn't. The FBI declined to confirm or deny the existence of an investigation as a standard practice, of course. Its whole thing is a mess. It's the Russians again. It's the Russians again. God, it's enough's enough. He screwed up. Well, first by all this money that's coming in. God knows where it came from. Looks like some came from China, which is very disturbing to me. Very disturbing. The Chinese have systematically, over the last few years, slowly destroyed the manufacturing in the Midwest and here in upstate New York where I live, central Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, you name it. They have destroyed our way of life through huge sections of the county. There's huge sections you might as well just burn to the ground and start over because they're empty. Lives destroyed. Millions of people's lives just ruined. For what? Money? I hope the hell this isn't true. But it looks like it is. We'll have to see. Well, we got 14 days out, folks. Boy, get ready. Put your helmet on, put your mouthpiece in, buckle down, and let's see what's going to go on. This is only the beginning with 14 days to go. I can't even tell you how disappointed I am in Joe Biden. I really am. It's heartbreaking. Because I'm an American, and I'm just heartbroken over this whole thing. But it looks like it's true. Anyway, folks, stay tuned. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your attention. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.